There we go. Excellent. Okay,
Excellent.
so I'm going to make sure if everyone could please mute yourself and unless you're speaking, so that way we don't have any echoes or any silly things happening. A little bit of housekeeping here. Excellent. And I'm going to mute myself in just a moment, but wanted to say welcome to Godelieve Babey coming back for Pulmonary Chat. Excited. Godelieve was just saying that we discussed, oh gosh, several years ago, how it would be a fantastic service to folks living with lung disease to have her come speak, because as a functional movement specialist, she is able to create and work with exercises that work within people's limitations in order to improve health and vitality while still respecting the fact that you are where you are, right? Which is one of the things that I'm most excited about, because most times if you go to a trainer or someone in a gym, they're going to push you. Sometimes, in my experience, like I've had trainers try to push me well beyond what I'm capable of at the moment, and all that happens is I wind up feeling miserable, and that is not the way Godelieve works. So, with that, I'm going to just stop talking and have Godelieve take over here and begin to do a little bit of introduction, and then we can get right into it. So, with that, Godelieve, the floor is yours.
Thank you. And I'm also going to invite each of you to open your mic anytime you have a question or there's a concern or something along the way. And if I say, hey, how does that feel? I just give me a thumbs up or give me a something, just so I just don't feel like I'm talking and do beautiful faces on the screen and I can't hear anything back. So if you're going, I really like the way that felt, unmute and just interrupt me if you want for that, because I really would appreciate your feedback along the way. Especially if you have any pain or something, then stop me and let me know, because I can give you a modification if needed, okay? So rules of things that we need. If you're seated, make sure you're seated in a safe chair that doesn't roll, if you can do that, or just make sure it's against the wall. We want to make sure you're sitting more towards the middle edge of the chair so you can be upright, okay? And that you have some arm space. That's just a few things that we have. But let me introduce myself again. Okay. Yes, I'm a functional movement specialist. I'm located here in Hillsborough, New Jersey, United States. I see someone's across the pond. Thank you for joining, Andy. And I've been in the industry for over 20 something years. I kind of lost track, and I create programs for people so they could be successful. And one of the things, as Joe said, I respect where your body is at. And if we push the body beyond, it is not happy. And if it's not happy, you're not going to be happy. So we always want to be success beget success, and everybody is happy, including your toes and your fingers and your muscles and your ears. Everything is happy. So, are we ready? Thumbs up? Thank you. Okay, I'm going to go back into the chair so you can see what my feet are doing and get a little bit closer to look. Okay, so I'm going to leave my ball. I'm going to break my chair. Okay. And you can see? Yeah, we can see it. All right. So you can hear me okay from this far? Not good. All right. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to work with some starting breaths. So we have a testing point. And when you have a testing point, we have something to measure against. So from there, I'm going to introduce you to our feet. And from the feet, you're going to feel how your legs and your glutes are activated, because we need blood to move in through the feet. And then we're going to move into the upper body. We've done this before, who's been here before, but it's such a great movement sequence that you can't go wrong. And we're going to go into the different planes of motion using our arms, and we're going to be able to test and retest, and we're going to use our breath as that test and retest. Okay? So right now I see, No, don't keep your videos on so I can see you, please. Otherwise, I just talked to a bunch of letters on the screen and I lose the happy, beautiful faces. Okay, thank you. All right, so sitting in the chair, you got your feet under your knees. You're going to sit upright. You're not going to be slouching back behind. And you're going to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Beautiful. We're going to take a breath in through the nose and fill the top of the lungs. I want you to see how high the chest goes for you. Ready? Take a breath in through your nose. Feel the chest rise, and you're just going to breathe out through your nose. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And then breathe out. And that gives you a marker of how high your chest goes. And I always like to talk to the hand. You can feel what's happening through the hand. Now you're going to breathe into your belly. Good. And you're going to breathe out through your pursed lips, just nice and gentle. And you're going to feel the belly go back. Breathe deep into your belly. Good. And feel the pubic bone trail down. And as you breathe out with pursed lips, you feel the tops of the hips pull back. One more time. Breathe into your belly. Good. Feel the hips rock and breathe out. Hands on your legs and just take a moment. We just oxygenated your body. We woke up the torso and we woke up the pelvic bowl. We created motion. So coming down into your feet, what we're going to do is that you're going to take the heels of your feet and I just want you to push them straight down into the floor. You're going to feel your hips hug up. You're going to feel the bottom of your tush create 2 nice little round cheeks for you to rest on, and then you're going to soften. You're going to press down through your heels, hold that, and then just soften. We're going to do 2 more. Press down through your heels and soften. One more time. Press down through your heels and soften. If you notice, with each time you press down on your heels, did you feel yourself getting a little taller? Yeah, good, okay. Now, what you're going to do with your feet is that you're going to take the tops of your feet. If you notice, my legs aren't moving. This is all happening in tension on the floor. So you're going to take the tops of your feet and you're just going to slide, like in your shoe. Just push your foot into the front of your shoe. And then come back. You remember this, Karen, don't you? Yeah. And for just, and you.
Oops. Because I'm still barefoot. I'm barefoot in my house all year round.
I remember that.
And I just did an hour of physical therapy this morning. I have some issues, so I'm feeling some issues right now. I may not do a whole lot more.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm sure this feels good on the feet. So.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ready? You're going to take your foot and you're going to push it to the front of your shoe. Now, don't press down. It's a slide. Good. When you do that slide, you should feel the front of your abdominals kick in, and you should feel your low back lengthen. And then you're going to relax. Good. Now you're going to take the heel of your foot, and I want you to pull it to the back of the shoe. And again, you're going to feel the abdominals kick in, and you're going to feel how you get a little space between your hip and your thigh bone. And then you're going to come back. Pull your heel to the back of the shoe. Feel how it starts pulling into your back ribs, pulling it down, making your back posture straighter. And then you're going to relax. Let's do it one more time. Pull into the back of your shoe. Feel how the pillars of your back and the pillars here are starting to wake up. And then relax. Good. Take that out. And that should feel nice. Okay, let's do 2 breaths in each. Breathing into your chest, breathing into your belly. Let's see what the impact of that was. Breathe into your chest. And you should feel like you got a little bit more rise. Breathing out. Good, breathing in. And breathing out through your mouth or through your nose is either of your choice of preference. Breathe into your belly. Do you feel more hip rock? And breathing out. And more abdominal contraction. Breathe into your belly. More hip rock, filling the air all the way down to the pelvic floor, breathing out, and release. Just take a moment. How do you feel? Thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs flat, thumbs up. Good. Okay.
I've just got a real quick question. I mean, I do abdominal breathing and pursed lip breathing naturally because I did a lot of choir in school, which they train you to do, plus having COPD. I use pursed lip breathing a lot. I got the reactions that you were telling us when I moved my feet forward and backward in my shoe, and I felt my legs and my butt and all of that, what you were describing, probably more eloquently than I. But what does that, other than waking my back up, what did that part of the exercise accomplish? Just making me aware?
Yes, what some of that does is that since your back muscles are directly attached to your hips and your high chest muscles are directly attached to the front of your hips, the activation of the hip being rocked forward and back starts to loosen the tension of the spine. And when you have that tension of the spine released, then the ribs are able to expand, giving the lungs more space.
So the hip bone's connected to the backbone.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yes. And so with the abdominal breathing, the diaphragmatic breathing, the two marry each other very well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So as we learned from the body turning, hips going back and forth organically with breath, and we also felt it work with tension of the feet, which is start of gait and squats, that we're now going to move the upper body and take advantage of that blood flow that we created, and we're going to use the 3 planes of motion. Remember, we have the sagittal plane, which is forward and backward. The frontal plane is side to side, and the transverse plane is round to round. So when we're able to get the muscles to lengthen in all 3 planes, then we're able to get that elasticity for expansion. So I'm going to start with our right hand, okay? And what the nice thing about when we start with this kind of motion that you'll find out. Let's see. So take your fingers, and I want your fingers to point down, and then pretend your fingers have light rays coming out of them. You're a superhero. And you're going to fire those light rays out of your fingertips, and they're just shining all the way down. Laser beam, woo, right. So when we have that, you're going to feel the engagement happening in the side body of your ribs. You got it? Now release. Good. Do it again. Light beams coming out. Good. Feel that hug up, and then release. Let's do the other side. You're going to take that left hand, reach those fingers long, feel the ribs hug up. I call this hugging your shoulders to your heart, so you can start feeling that armpit come in, and then release, and do it again. Going to reach. Good. Feel that engage, and release. Good. Okay. So now both, if you can, both fingers, reach, and you're going to feel that hug in the side body of your ribs. Yes? Nod yes, nod yes. Okay. So when you have that, you're starting to create posture. And when we get that posture, then we have an open chest and we have that back muscles to relax. So good. Let's do 2 more. Ready? You're going to reach those fingers. Feel your armpits hug to your heart and relax. One more time. Reach. Good. And relax. Now, keeping the left hand on your thigh for support, we're going to bring the arm in the sagittal plane. Reach, and you're going to bring your right arm as close as you can to your body and reach forward, like you're going to shake somebody's hand. Beautiful. Feel the body hug up in the side. Good. And then bring the arm down, and you're going to bring it behind you. As you bring it behind you, I want you to lean forward, putting your belly towards your thigh. Good. And come back to start. Good. Reach, reaching your arm up. You're going to reach your arm as high as you possibly can. Do not pick it up to help it. Just acknowledge where you're at. Good. and then come back down and go as far back as you can and bring your belly to your chest. If your eyes need to go down and face down, that's fine. Good, and then come back to start. Whew. Add in the other side. Taking your left arm, right hand for support. Reach, bringing your left arm in front of you. Good. Shaking hands with who's over there. Don't want to reach, just keep it there. And then coming down, putting your belly on your thigh, reaching behind you. That's a nice low back stretch. Good, and coming back up, reaching. Good, and coming back down. Coming back to the right side, we're going to add breath. Reaching, bringing your arm up as high as you possibly can. If you can get it next to your ear, awesome. If it's not, hey, that's perfect. That's where you're at. You're going to take your armpit. You're going to breathe and rise. And you want to get that nice armpit rise. Good. And bring that armpit down with the exhale. Breathe in, fill in that entire side body. Breathe in. Let that armpit rise. Feel that nice stretch in that side body. And let it rest. One more. Breathe in. Good. As you breathe out, lower your arm and release. That's different from breathing like this. Okay? Yeah. Let's take the left arm. Ready? Here we go. Reach. Bring that arm up. Good. Holding it there. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Reach the armpit. Reach it. Good. And then breathe out. Breathe in. And then breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, lower that arm. Release. Take those shoulders out. Move your feet if you need to. Let's take a test. Ready? Breathe into your chest. Good. And breathe out. Breathe into your belly. You should have a bigger belly with breath, right? And breathing out. All right. How do you feel? Feel improvement? Okay, good. Frontal plane. Actually, I want to bring the feet back in and then do frontal plane. So let's get the feet to go. You're going to press those feet down. Do you feel more glute engagement than before? And then release. Yeah. Press straight down with those hips. With those heels. Good. And then press down. You should feel those glutes way more activated. Right? And press down. Good. One more time. Press down. Good. Now release. You're going to take now your right foot, push it to the front of your shoe. Take your left foot, pull it to the back of your shoe. Good. You should feel the obliques working for you. Crisscross. Do the other side. The left foot goes forward, right foot goes back. Right foot goes forward, left foot goes back. Do you feel how it's creeping up your abs? Good. Ready? Mary, I thought you were going to say something. Ready? So let's go with a little bit tempo. Go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rest and shake that out. How you feel? Okay. Good. Thumbs up. That's what I like to see. Ready? Frontal plane. Starting with the right hand. We're going to have, instead of having the palms face you, we're going to have the palms face out to the front. If you have any shoulder issues, be sure to bring your hand a little forward so you have room. If you have to, otherwise, you can bring it up in line with your shoulder. So bring those fingers up, get those light rays hanging out of those fingers. Good. Now, when you raise that arm up to the side, what I want you to pay attention to is that the shoulder blade of the right side, as you lift, I want you to feel it spin like a dial when it raises and lowers your arm. Feel the shoulder blade spin, and then feel the shoulder blade spin. Feel the shoulder blade spin, and feel the shoulder blade spin. Good. That protects anything from that impingement. Very important. Do the other side, and then we'll move up with that. Okay, ready? Shoot the light rays out of that left hand. Ready? Here's the shoulder blade dial on the back of that left shoulder. Ready? You're going to spin that dial and spin that dial. Good. It's like moving the needle. The shoulder blade moves, the arm moves with it. The arm moves, takes the shoulder blade, and then comes back around. Good. Isn't that neat? Isn't that so neat? That's why I'm a body geek. So, all right, coming back to the right side. Here we go. We're going to take that right arm. We're going to sweep under. Good. Now you're going to come under. You're going to bend forward. Good. And as you come up, I want you to bring that arm up. Good. Take a big breath in right here. Breathe in. And you're going to get those light rays, and you're going to sweep that arm down and under, letting all that air out. Good low back stretch too. Breathe in, rising up. Good. Release. Take a breath in. Release on the down. And then come back to rest. Good. Other side. Light rays. Whew. Right? Okay. Reaching under. Reaching up. Good. Reach. And take it under. Good. And reaching up. Good. Breathe in. Take it under. And bring it home. Nice. Check. Go. One breath in. Do you have a little more capacity? Breathing out. Good. Belly breath. You can feel down the back of the hips opening for you too, and breathing out. Take that out. So we opened up 2 planes of motion for you for the ribs. Let's do the glutes, do our foot shuffle, and let's feel how it changes now, right? Because before we had some energy, now we're going to feel a lot more. Press those heels down. You should feel like you're popping out of your chair now, right? Good. And then let it go. Press those heels down. You're going to feel those inner thighs and those quads now talking for you, and then take it down. It's like you're almost ready to go. Okay, Godelieve, I'm done, out of here. Right? So you're going to press on down. Hold that for me, please. You have everybody working for me. Now you should feel like your feet are a little buoyant. Right? With that, ready? Go. 1 foot, 2 foot. 1 foot, 2 foot. To 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. Rest. Do you feel how your glutes just worked? That's walking. That's walking on the torso space. Okay, one more plane of motion, and that's the transverse plane. Remember, that's the round and round. Okay. So with this, it's not so much of the fingertips being light rays. Okay, because that can create a lot of tension in the neck, and I don't want that. So, but what we are going to pretend our arm is the wing of a bird, okay? So in that, you're going to have your elbow point down the best you can. Bring your arm out to the side. Good. And you're going to drive with your armpit. So your armpit is going to come forward and around. And you're with this, you're going to feel the shoulder blade come and follow the leader of the arm. And when the armpit goes the other way, you're going to feel the shoulder blade come in and try to kiss the spine. Good. And when you come forward, you're going to feel how the ribs round around the spine. And then you're going to come around and you're going to feel the ribs go around the spine the other way. Good. Let's do the other side. Armpit, and then we'll add breath. Ready? Taking it out, you're going to bring that arm around. Feel the shoulder blade follow the leader of the arm. Good, and you're going to take it back out. Shoulder blade leads and the arm goes. And again, take it across. Good, good, and then take it out. One more for good luck. Take it across. Good, and then take it back. Very nice. Take that out. Okay. Now we're going to add the breath. Okay. So breathing in, you're going to open the arm out to the side. This is so graceful. One of the things I like to train with this is because I always like to put something to it. And when we're doing transverse plane, a lot of people fold from the arm and not from the corner of the torso. So what I like to do is put some theatrics to it. And we're going, and to all of my friends, and to all of my friends, right? So be dramatic about it, own it. Okay, because we already got big this way, and we already got big this way. We might as well be big this way, right? So own it, okay? Ready? So coming back around, you should feel your chest pop here, just enough. Good, ready? Take a breath in. Open that chest really big. Open the front of that armpit. Good, and as you breathe out, you're gonna go, and to everybody else. And when you do this, I really want you to kind of round into that, really get that open. And when you come and breathe out, breathing in, you want to open it, pop that chest. This is where this hand is good. It's going to help you pop that. And breathing out. Oh, and this also kind of reminds me, if you go in this way too, it reminds me of Snoopy, protecting his dog food dish. Here you go, and open. Good. Now on this last one, you're going to take it through. And you want to hug it. Good. This arm is soft. Now, take a breath into the back of that armpit, right? Right into the back of that spot. Take a big breath. So it gets bigger, and then let it out. And take another breath so it gets bigger, and then let it out. Now come home. Take a moment now and feel the difference at the base of your neck on your right side compared to your left side. Turn your nose to your left, turn your nose to your right, which you could probably go better to your right. Got a lot more freedom in there. Okay. When the neck muscles are clear, we also get a lot of more oxygenation to the brain. We clear the tension. Ready? Remember, we own this. All everybody. Ready? So, breathing in, and we're going to stay here for a moment. Remember, going breathing in, fill up that chest. Make it bigger. Breathing in into the front of the armpit. Breathing in again. And ready? We're going to take one more. Breathing in. And wrap that all around. Good. Breathing in. Open, 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 open. Use your hand to help you. Good. Breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Open, 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 open. Breathe that in. Ready? Breathing out. Rounding yourself through. And then hold that one. Ready? Holding that. Breathe into the back of that armpit so you're going to see it round. Good. And then release. Breathe into the back. Good. And release. Give me one more. And then release. Come back on. Now let's turn your nose to the right. Turn your nose to the left. Better? Okay. Excellent. Okay, let's test. Ready? Let's do our last time of the glutes. Let's see the impact now on our legs and glutes from doing this. Press your feet down, your heels. Do you feel how now your entire torso just woke up? The bottom ribs have pulled back and you feel taller in your posture? Yeah. Okay, and then release. Press your heels straight down. Sitting now, you're totally upright. Good. It almost feels like if you were at the movie theater, you were able to let the person through. Okay, and rest. Press down, hold that. Let's do our foot shuffle. Remember, it's not up and down, it's like a hover. Go. 1, 2, 3. You should see your knees going a little bit forward and back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Press center and release. Take that out. Whew. Let's do a breath check. Good. Final one. Let's do 2 upstairs, 2 downstairs. Ready? Breathing in. Do you feel how the air is now all the way around your ribs now? Breathing out. Good. Breathe in again. Feel the lift. The elbows are rising higher. Good. And breathe out. Breathe into the belly. You feel like it pushes your belly button down, doesn't it? Breathe out. Breathe and hips back. Breathe in. Pelvic floor swells. Breathing out. There we go. Unmute. Let me hear. Unmute. I want to hear your feedback.
It worked. It worked, but I'm winded. I mean, I'm glad we're taking a break because I was about to say I need to stop for a little bit. But yeah, I know I felt the glutes or the whatever you call them. I felt it work.
And if you know, John, and then the level of breath is going to be at your level. So, when you're taking your deep breath, so if you're going to move it at that, I'm looking down at the computer, but we don't want to ever push you past that level of capacity because that recovery time is so important to you.
No,
So,
I get it. I can pick up in each hand a 25-pound sack of potatoes, but someday I'm going to put a potato in it and work from there. Carolyn, that was for you. You're supposed to laugh. Did you not get it? It's an
Got it.
That,
I feel like I just did a workout at a gym.
think that
Also, probably be easier on you, John, if you actually put the oxygen on too. Because I see you don't have it on. So
yeah, no, I don't,
Yeah.
and I should have, but
yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. The other thing is that when we're doing that lengthening, as a dear friend of mine, he puts it as, there is strength in length. So by able to get that lengthening of the muscles, we have the opportunity to create strength. Okay?
strength, not stress, right?
Getting the muscles to lengthen, right, through the breath, lengthens the muscle, makes them longer, which is a stretch. But when you're able to get that lengthening control through the breath, then if you needed to get some strength, you're able to go boom. You have that ability. But if by creating the length through breath, getting that lift and breath, we are now not only getting the lengthening of the muscle, but we're also oxygenating the tissue.
Got it.
Well, I have to say that I have a degree in corrective and adaptive physical education, and I have learned a bunch today. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Is it Dr. Carolyn?
No, only as far as the master's there.
There's still time.
I've thought of it.
So who else is? Mary, what did you want to say?
I just wanted to say that I had some real tension in my neck, and a kinesiology worked on me yesterday, and this was so much of the same kind of motions that she used using applied kinesiology. It feels better again. Thank you.
Well, this is from applied functional science. So,
Yep. Makes sense.
Trust science.
Yes.
If we were to adapt your exercises, how many minutes would you consider doing as a session? 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
well, you know what? That's where I call it creating a work in versus a work out. A work in is taking those few moments of time. So if you're at the table, let's say, and you're going, oh, I've been working a little bit tough, that if you do 1 or 2 breaths in one of the 2 planes is better than none. So if you decide to give yourself 5 minutes, I mean, I don't know how long this was. This entire, from start to finish with talk in between is what, maybe what, 20 minutes, Joe? Right?
Yeah, it was about a half hour, actually.
About a half hour. We moved
20
slow.
to 30 minutes.
Yeah, moving, but again, there was explanation and teaching that went on with it. So if you went without any, without any teaching and following it, then I would say maybe 20 minutes most, this whole entire program without anything else. But I gave you, but the cueing, feel the glutes, feel the knees, feel the space in the joints. There's a lot of teaching components that go into when we do movement like this.
No,
Because if we can make you aware, then that stays.
thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
I could feel myself breathing much more deeply, and it was kind of surprising. But thank you.
That was my goal. That was my goal. Thank you. That's wonderful feedback. Anyway,
Yeah.
anything else? Any more questions? Any more comments? Okay. Well, outside of today's session, I would like to offer you is the opportunity to have a 15-minute consultation, one-on-one session, my gift to you. And what we can do, this is really what I gave you today is a fundamental program that is designed for anybody, everybody that is what you do. But if you have any particular goal you want to achieve, where that you want to do, like John, you say you sing, and then oh, she's gone, flip flop. Oh, Susan, you're there. So being able to do things that you want to spend some time with me, I'll be more than happy to talk to you for about 15 minutes, see what we can do. If there's something you want to work on later on a one-to-one, we can do. Or if you want just to chat, and because you have your concerns and you want something and you want some guidance, I'll be more than happy to help you with that.
Yeah. Is there an email or a phone number that we can reach you by?
Yes. It's probably easiest to get me by my website because it's all there. And you ready? It's befitanywhere.com. befitanywhere.com.
Yep, I can actually put that in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
either that or just one more
Good
time.
idea.
Fit any who?
Be fit anywhere.
Oh, be fit.
Be fit.
Be
Okay.
fit anywhere.
Yeah, not BeFit, like BEF, not BeFit.
No. We're not. No. That's
You don't know how much my husband, friends are like, we're gonna be fit, go. No, but it's be fit anywhere.
.com.
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 So so you can contact me through there, leave me a voicemail. You also have an opportunity to schedule an appointment directly if you want to set up an inquiry session. So I'll get notified. So there's many ways to get to me.
Excellent. And certainly you guys could, I can pass on email address if that's, whatever is easiest. Again, easy enough to contact Godelieve through the website. Actually, I'll tell you what, why don't we stop the recording and then we can continue to have a great conversation for a little bit longer if you like. And we'll sign off from the recording side of things right here.